Ooh, good morning from the White House. Couldn't help putting that in my title because people are getting triggered today. I was getting a few comments about Trump and the fact that he's under quarantine. The White House is under quarantine. Quarantine. Um, I'll just read out for maybe people who don't know or don't care or don't research. So the tweet went out on Donald Trump's Twitter tonight at FLOTUS, and I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery. Hi, Mary. And recovery. Recovery of what? Process immediately. Hi, Marilyn. It's hilarious. We who know how to read the codes, we will get through this together, in capital letters, together. Even someone under the Twitter post put to get her together, to get her. Who? Hillary? So, yes. So I just wanted to come on quickly because I've just dropped the little one off. And because someone had put a comment about this, like, oh my God, Donald Trump's got COVID-19, he's tested positive. The people who don't understand what's going on, and that's not people knowing better, it's people who have actually done the research. I can't say that more stronger than anything. It's not getting at anybody, it's saying, if you know how to read the codes, especially Q, so all the people who don't believe in Q are not bothered about Q, have never read a post, have never realised how to read it and how layered they are and what the numbers add up to, and don't know that yes, Donald Trump is a part of that, and when he tweets, it's coded. By the way, it's Red October, if anyone knows what I'm going on about. If you haven't seen X22 Report, I suggest you go and watch that. They're talking about Red October. We knew Red October was coming. Maybe quarantine's a bit like, I've got to go and keep myself safe under quarantine because the shit's about to go down. So that, yeah, it's Red October. So the people who keep commenting in my comments after my little chats, you're not going to change my mind. I've done my research. It doesn't mean Trump's got COVID. It's for totally something different, as in we'll have to get the vaccine, as in there's a virus out there which is them, and the vaccine which is us and the white hats and all the other stuff that most of us know about. It's all coded, but people who don't research will sit there and go, told you so, Trump's got this, he was looking really ill the other day. He's not looking ill at all to the people who are saying that. He's as strong as an ox, and he's been as strong as an ox since this started. Yes, research X22 Report on YouTube, exactly. Go, and he's got a great channel. One's financial, and the other one's about what's going on. Yeah, and if he puts any vaccines out, there'll be HCQ. We all know that because America is screaming for vaccines. So he has to put one out, against the old Phil Snakes, if you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So, so people coming in, there's just people commenting who just haven't got a clue what's going on in these times at the minute. All the stuff that's going on with General Finn Comey at the minute, which they've just put a film out about that and what happened in the White House, which we all know is a load of twaddle because that might have been them, but we all know that's not what's happening now, and people are going to see the truth. So nothing worries me on that side of trying to let people know stuff because it's all coming out. But like I said, people who were commenting and probably woke up whenever this tweet went out and thought, oh my God, I've got to go and put that in a comment about Trump saying they've tested positive. Yeah, positive. Positive things coming. Positive things coming. We're going to get through this together, in capitals, together. We will get through this together. And like someone said underneath, it could stand for to get her. People laugh because they don't understand what's going on. They don't, 17 in chat, they don't understand the coding of when Trump says something. So to that person who was commenting, you really need to go and research. You need to do your research. And that's not saying anybody knows better. It's when you actually do your research and you understand what's going on, when something comes out, you understand it. So that's all I'm saying. Thank you, Five Flames. Yeah, go Trump. So it's Red October. Keep watching the Earth show go on, as in it'll only get crazier because the more stuff comes out, the more they're going to push. I don't know where he is at the minute. And like Magenta Pixie said, or some other videos I was watching the other day, it is about being aware, but it's not about sitting about doing nothing. It is a spiritual war. I've said to these people before who say the spiritual and say it's all love and light. Yes, it is love and light, but it's not all love and light where you actually don't do nothing. Not in these times. You still have to be pushing forward. You still have to be sharing like all the truthers, or like there's so many different words for truthers, darties, whatever you want to call it. So many people out there pushing truth. There's still a lot of people out there who are pushing truth, but will call the other side. Like, we'll call people like me because they think I'm too woo-woo, when they don't realise we're actually part of the same thing, all looking for the same thing. But what a lot of people don't understand is Trump came in under something as something totally different as what people say it is. And when there's things going out on TV, little films about him, saying he was this, that, and the other, because there is something out there, and I'm glad someone brought it to my attention because I just wanted to laugh, saying that he was still in collusion with Russia and it was bad and he shouldn't have done what he did. No, that's not true, and it is all going to come out. So I'm not worried, but most people say this, they get frustrated when people comment, and I know for a fact they haven't researched anything. And all the stuff about General Flynn, and he's a good guy, and this programme that's come out about Comey that they've put out, he's trying to make out back then, or probably still now, so it'll get in people's heads subconsciously, that General Flynn's a bad guy. This, that, and the other. We all know he's not. What about Seth Rich? He's not a bad guy at all, but they've tried to switch it like that. But the whole thing going on with Flynn at the minute, the lies and the things that they're trying to twist, but we all know it's going to come out. He knows where the bodies are buried. They know, they're just pushing it and pushing it till it all comes out. So all that stuff that they've tried to twist, lie about, like they do because they're very good at it, delay, it is going to come out, and the world is going to see what the FBI were up to, the CIA. Not everybody, all those people, what they've been up to. And it's just the greatest thing ever, and that's why people can't see, because they're so confused with what's going on, and they don't look at Trump. They look at Trump as bad all the time because that's what mainstream media put out. He's a genius in the way he does things, the way he did things with Biden, saying we've got everything and everything's filmed. Because, for instance, I will say again, I didn't watch all of the Biden convo they had the other day. I don't need to. I've said before, I'm aware of what's going on, and I don't need to watch all the stuff. But when Biden wouldn't answer questions properly, he was trying to go on about his dead son, trying to blame him on that. He wasn't talking about his son, he was talking about his other son, what they've been up to. It's all out there in black and white if you actually go and look at documents about them, the truth on General Flynn. There's loads of stuff out there. So when he was talking to him, Biden has also been seen with a wiring or something to do with a contact lens, a wire. He was getting him to say things. He couldn't he's not going to put himself in it, so he's not going to say yes to what Trump was asking him. So he says no, which is a lie, but it's being filmed on camera for the world to see. So when it does all come out, he can't say he didn't say it, because he did. Caught on camera, caught for the world to see. The world is watching. So all these people can't get out of it either way. They're not going to tell the truth because they don't want the world to know. So they're going to lie, but they're going to get caught in the lies on camera for the world to see. It's all taped and recorded to play back. So, like I said, when Q said a while back, the people can't be told, they must be shown. This is what it's about. And it's about discernment as well. And a lot of people out there don't have discernment. They will just follow blindly of what the MSM are saying. They'll say that we're following blindly, but we're not. We actually do the research. You can actually go and read documents and stuff that is there, in places where you can go on the government sites and all this stuff of true stuff that's out there, but the media will spin it, and people believe the media like the gospel. They think they don't need to do any research because they think the media is telling the gospel truth. The media are part of it. They're part of it. It's absolutely ridiculous. Even someone said yesterday about New York and Times Square, and a part of that's owned by China. Well, I bet it is, because they're pumping all their subliminal messages out, like the film they've just put out, Comey. It is a load of bullcrap, and that's not getting at people who don't see it or understand. They will see it, but because they're feeding right into it, not realising who owns mainstream media, who mainstream media are, 33 in chat, It is frustrating, but I'm laughing because I'm like, oh well, let's see how many comments I get about on here. Did you know Trump's tested positive, and now he's going into quarantine, and oh my God, he's not going to win the election. Where? There could be crazy things that happen at the election, like it stops and then it comes back after so many days. People put that out there, so it's a proper truthful, and it's not people just going off, oh, he's only done it because, like, I don't know, they're saving the children or whatever. But it does get on my nerves, but it is laughable. You've got to laugh in these times because there's people out there who are too serious. But to all you out there who may comment after, and the person that commented before, and I know who you are, is a bit like, you were never into Q, you don't know the coding, so you are going to comment of what, I hate saying this word, the normies are going to comment. That's not getting anyone. That's just people who don't research. And that is the truth. And it's not about fact checking, because people who are going on about fact checking, you can actually fact check, but the actual fact checking of what Google put out and Twitter, the fact check, it's not fact checking. Fact checking only came in recently this year, whenever, because they're trying to censor people who are putting the truth out. So they turn around and say, we fact checked that, it's not true. You need to fact check it yourself, not using that to fact check it. So I just had to come on because it's absolutely hilarious. Yes, Red October has started. Yes, I said that the other day. It's October, it's Red October. The truth will be out very soon. Vice, I can never say that right. Exactly. So I'm not worried. I'm just sitting back watching. I'm watching people around me lose my shit. Lose their shit, not my shit, sorry, their shit. I can't explain to people. I can't get it out. They don't understand. That's fine, because it's going to come out. And then I might be able to explain what happened when it does come out. Yeah, the fact checkers. Exactly. So I just wanted to come on because I've just got in. I've got stuff to do. But I just thought, because that's all that's come out now, that's what comments I'm going to get. So that's my comment back to the comments. So that's all I want to say. So hopefully I'll probably see you soon. If I don't see you soon, it will be Monday for Mindset Mondays. But I just wanted to put that out there quickly, that the White House, coming from the White House, I'm coming from the White House. Dolly from the White House. I'm not lying. My house is pretty white. It's pretty, all my walls are white. So I am coming from the White House. A bit like people will probably go and comment at my orbs that came in last night. I mean, they were amazing. If you haven't gone and seen them, keep watching, because you pick up all sorts of different interesting light that comes in. People are funny. You should heard my mum. Oh no, Trump has COVID. I know that's what they'll all be saying. Oh my God. Oh, just watch what's going on. I bet you any money. I bet I get comments, and I'm just gonna laugh it off, as that's a high frequency laughter. So we can laugh about it, because, like I said, I'm not worried. It's hard not to get frustrated and get into debates with people, because it comes across as an argument. It's not. I'm just trying to keep, we're nearly at November, but we're in Red October, people. So I can't wait for November. Like I said, I don't know truly what's going to happen, is how it's going to be done, but I will be watching. I will be staying up. I will have party poppers no matter which way it goes. It's a bit like that timeline thing. They can't stop what's coming no matter what they do. They'll try and delay, but we're not going to have this delayed anymore. It's all coming out, and they're trying the hardest to cover it up with General Flynn and everything. It's absolutely amazeballs. That is all I'm going to go and that's all I'm going to say today, because I need to go and do some jewelry making and whatever, and all that stuff that keeps me happy. Why the world is losing its shit more and more over the next couple of days, weeks, and everything. Hard to explain it to people. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about your family. Yep, the storm is here. Don't worry about your family not getting it. I have it around me all the time. It is hard not to say something, because everyone makes out you're trying to be like, oh, we know everything. It's like, there is a knowing. There is something coming. There is better stuff coming. Just hold tight. Watch what's going on. And watch out, the media are going to try and scramble over this, because what's about to drop, I don't think they're going to have any. They're going to have a hard time trying to cover it with the lies, because it's just going to drop like a mother. Oh yes, Moab. It's just going to be bonkers. So enjoy the show, as in not my show. You can enjoy my show. Just enjoy what's going on. Yes, there are things that are happening that aren't nice, but we are in a war. We are in World War III. We're in a spiritual war. It's not the same as wars before, but people are getting hurt. But that's why I say stay aware and alert. That's the whole point of being aware of it all and not bypassing stuff and spiritually bypassing stuff. But that also means that you're still putting stuff out there. You're still standing strong. You're still choosing a side, as we would say with the videos that I'll be giving out on Monday that I've been watching. It's about what stand you side on. Side you stand on, sorry. Good or bad. Yes, that's a bit like, you know, oh, it's still, dividing. Well, it's not really. When people see the truth, they're going to go to the side they want to stand in, and you're going to be seen for the side you stand on. So that's simple. So it might look a bit shit at the minute. Like I said, it's an elastic band. People are getting confused. That's fine. People don't know. Yeah, God wins, exactly. And that means we win. It expands, but it comes back. When it expands, because that's what it's doing, it's getting to that pinnacle point now of truth dropping. When people see the truth, no matter like, oh, you were wrong, this was, it doesn't matter. Let's all unite and come back together. And that will happen as fast as it, as slowly as it went out, this elastic band was expanding, it will ping straight back in very, very quickly. They're not going to know what's hit them. So time is a virtue. That's why it's took a bit of time. More time. People are awakening. That's brilliant. Yeah, the lefties are going to go crazy, but they are a part of us too. And when they realise they will, most people are going to step to the righteous side. And that's not righteous as an ego that some people put out there, even in the spiritual realms. No, it just means your moral compass at the end of the day. If you're going to see something, for example, the children or whatever, because it's much more than that as well, even though that's one of the biggest things. What are you going to stay on that side of not wanting these children to be well, to be saved, whatever? Then it's going to show you for who you really are. To just stand on and stay on another side, like I said, there could be Democrats coming over to Republicans, but it's not about Democrats and Republicans. It's about coming together and joining forces. No Democrats or Republicans, because if you're going to stand on a side, for example, I'm just saying this as an example, as you were a Democrat and you realise there was better things going on in the Republicans, if you're just going to stay over that side because you're trying to protect your ego and not want to look like you're eating your own words, that's absolutely ridiculous, because I'll eat mine if this isn't happening and the good's coming out. Do you know what I mean? So people are prepared to eat their own words and move to a different side. Like Charlie Wars always said, you go down a route, and if that route you see is wrong, you turn around and you go back the other day. You've got free will to turn back and go the other way. If you don't, and you're just staying in that side because you want to be right and you don't want to people, you just can't because of your ego, then I don't know where that's at. I've always said, if that happens, I will turn around. I will say, oh, well, bit wrong there about that, but never mind. I'll take the road and I'll take the door and I'll walk through that door. But seriously, that hasn't happened on anything I've been talking about at the minute, so I don't need to do it. But unity will come back. It is coming back when that elastic band comes back in, because it's stretched way too far, but it had to for people to see. That's how it works. That's how trauma works, to wake people up. So yeah, it'd be comedy. It's comedy. It's like watching a comedy. I'm just like, oh my God. So yeah, so like I said, I've got stuff to do, but I just thought I'd chuck that out there, so I don't even need to write any comments to the people who are commenting. They're just people who are not understanding what's going on and haven't really researched, or actually don't want to. I'm in Utah, seems there is 100 square miles. Yeah, so like I said, there's lots going on. It's multi-layered. Keep watching the Earth show, because it is batshit crazy. Batshit crazy. But amazing at all times. Keep your vibes up, and I will see you soon. Love you, Renadu. Thank you, Julie. I will see you soon. If not over the weekend, I will see you Monday. So where we go, one week, well, bye.